Hello, everyone, and welcome to the F.I.U. Young Alumni Network Comedy Night! Yay! I'll be your host for tonight. My name is Jannelys Santos. I graduated from F.I.U. Theater in 2014. Oh my God. I'm turning 30 this November. In the middle of a pandemic. Oh God. Thank God we have comedy, right? We're going to need some laughter to get this out of our system, you know? There's a lot changing in this world, but one thing is for sure, education is here to stay, and it's only going to get better from here on out. I'm so thankful to be a FIU Panther. I think that if I had gone to UM, I would have been a way bigger bitch. So thank you for FIU for humbling me. My producer just went, oh God, I can't believe you said that. I said it. All right, but none of this would be possible without the incredible Young Alumni Network. And we were lucky enough to be reached out. They reached out to us and they said, hey, we want to do a comedy night. And I said, hey, I know exactly what you need. But all of this is possible because of Chelsea Melendez. Chelsea, get over here, girl. Come out here.
Hello.
Hey, how are you?
Good and you? How's everyone doing tonight? Are you guys ready?
I'm super ready. I just wanted to give you a minute to tell us more about this amazing event.
Thank you so much, Jannelys. I really appreciate it. We just want to thank everyone for joining tonight. And obviously, this is our first ever virtual Young Alumni Comedy Night. And my name is Chelsea Melendez, and I would like to thank our Young Alumni Network committee to be putting this and partnering with Villain Theater tonight. So we have an amazing production and show for you. They'll be taking over in a few minutes, and obviously everything will be live, our virtual show. They have amazing shows going on their YouTube, and I believe they just opened yesterday. Am I right?
Yes, you're right.
So they opened up yesterday, so just tune in and join them, and we're obviously super excited just to bring you an amazing laugh tonight. So be prepared. We would like to thank all of our comedians this evening, taking the time out of their busy schedules, and to be with us, Jannelys Santos, Tarek Turjuman, Priscilla Blanco, Stephanie Casanova, and Robby Valls. So thank you again, and we hope you enjoyed this evening.
Thank you so much, Chelsea. Give it up for Chelsea. How do you do virtual claps, huh? You give likes. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and head on over to villaintheater.com and check out our website. I promise you, we have the sexiest website in all of comedy. Well, me, Jannelys Santos, some people call me Jannelys. I hate those people. Some people call me Jannelys. Some people call me Jan. But I am the daughter of Cuban-American parents. So quarantine as a concept, easy. Super, super easy. My mother, she is a Cuban-American woman, and I've been under quarantine since I was born, you know? It's easy to not yearn for something that you never had. So a social life, going out whenever I want to. These things are so easy. It's so easy to adjust to basically solitary confinement. Yeah. I'm lucky enough to have gotten my own place in the last 2 years, and it's lonely, it's sad, and it's just what I needed.
Yes.
No, I'm kidding. It's awesome. It's freaking awesome. Even the club outside of my window, it's awesome. Music going till 6 a.m. Yeah, I'm enjoying it, you know? Who needs rest? I want to party. I'm a 20-year-old repressed former Jehovah's Witness. You better believe that I want to party, girl. Stop that music till 7 in the morning. Yeah, I'm angry, but I'm also vibing all the time. I recently spent 2 weeks in Aspen, and somehow I karate chopped my way through several airports and did not get COVID, thank God. Knock on this wood right here. But I had my first Karen experience. Yeah. I was driving, well, let me give you some context. I'm a tutor, so I work for the super rich family, just like these crazy rich white people that's just like luxury. And I'm like, please give me your money. I'll do anything. So I tutor them, and I've been tutoring them for about 5 years now. And so they wanted to spend the semester in Aspen, you know, because you just casually spend a semester in Aspen when you're in 8th or ninth grade. You can just ask your parents for that, you know? Easy. This is the American dream, right? So whatever, the kids are failing miserably, like first week of school. And they basically shipped me out. They shipped me out to Aspen for 2 weeks so that the mom can return to Miami and tend to her other child who is not in Aspen while I take care of the kids for 2 weeks and do their homework, make sure they wake up for virtual school, all this other stuff. And so I'm driving her white Range Rover.
Yes.
Great. I was in the mountains and I was like, my dad would never let me drive here. Look at me, I'm thriving. And I'm in a Range Rover and it's all, you know, sexy, decked out. I could never afford it, so I'm living right now. And I'm picking up this girl from her, she had a therapy session in the park. I mean, I can't even have therapy like online. Like she's having therapy in this gorgeous park. And I pick her up and she's trying to see where I am. She can't really find me. So I give her a little courtesy honk, boop, boop, right? A cute honk. There's levels to honks. There's the brrr, I hate you, I hope you die, crash into a pole right now, that kind of honk. And there's a boop, boop. Could you please kindly move, please? I'm being super sweet, even though I'm honking. So I gave her one of those, right? Because I'm a good Christian woman. I was raised with manners, okay? This woman comes out of her home, which is across the park, and walking like a glacier, you know, it's steady. You know that it has a certain trajectory, but it's taken a minute. This woman is ancient. She's at least 93 years old. She comes up to my window. Put your window down. I don't know if you're from Texas or New York, but we don't honk in Aspen. We don't do that kind of stuff. So take your trashy ass Range Rover and get out of here. And I'm like, I am so not from Texas, lady. Like, take it back. Take that back. Like, no. I have no country in me, okay? I'm goth, Hispanic, choppy goth till I die, okay? Also, oh my God, the Heat, Game 6, I can't. Don't make me go down that road. So whatever, I had my first Karen experience and I survived. It was great. And I lived to tell, you know, the story. However, the last day of my trip, I did take a little drive around the park, just honking straight into her house. And then I drove off before she could get to the door, which was very satisfying. You know, I didn't want to leave Aspen with that guilt hanging over my head, you know, because when she initially came to me, I said I would pray for her. But then prayer didn't work, so I wanted revenge. But Aspen was a really great time. And I also actually just came back from Anna Maria Island. I know I sound like a crazy person. I'm wearing a mask everywhere I go and I test all the time. So no, I'm not being crazy. But I went with my family to Anna Maria Island. And my grandfather, he's been feeling a little sick, you know, and he's like grappling with his own mortality, you know. So he was like, let's go to a little, you know, couple of days in front of the beach and let's just be there as a family. So I went. I literally drove 4 hours by myself all the way up there. And I'm an incredible driver, so it wasn't, you know, a big deal. But it was still 4 hours of my time, right? And my grandfather had the audacity to go off with his friends. It was like a teenager kind of situation. When he came back, I was like, so where have you been? Do you know what time it is? It's 4:30 p.m. We were supposed to have dinner 45 minutes ago. Mm-hmm. Go freshen up. Go clean. Go give your son a kiss. Yes, my father. Yes, my father. Hey, we're not finished talking about this. And my grandfather goes, grandfather is such an exceptional person. He was like, this is all in Spanish, but he was like, you know, flirty women, they let themselves be flirted with. You know how I know? Because I'm the biggest piece of in the world. I cheated on your grandmother so many times.
What?
And now that she's old and she's losing her memory, I'm just going to spend every day making it up to her. Go tell your friends that if you're so emotional, huh? Why did you go to your friends? Is that what you were talking about for 5 hours? When I was here waiting for you? When we were on this trip together? He tells me. I mean, it's sad. Your grandparents get older. They start to forget things. But it's nice to get away and really listen to them. And I think that the best lesson I've learned in quarantine is to really, really care about people and to remind them that we care about them. I think that is one of the most important things.
Woo!
The best lessons. Yes. So let's continue with that. Let's bring out somebody that I absolutely adore. He is a person that you can talk about Palestine with, and he can be on the right side of history. Let's give it up for Tarek Turjuman.
Yeah.
Tarek.
Hello, how are you?
And also, I just want to say this. Tarek hosted the reopening show that we hosted last night, and it went off beautifully. So thank you, Tarek. I love you so much. Break a leg. Mwah.
Yes, we are open, people. So come see us Saturdays. Stand up at Billin. What's up, F.I.U? The F.I.U. I got my gear.
Woohoo!
But it doesn't match my celestial spatial outfit. Oh, sorry, but I have it, okay? For those hungover mornings where the air conditioning needs to be super low. Anyways, my name is Tarek Turjuman. I graduated from F.I.U twice. Went back for my master's in 2013. So
Yes.
Yeah, I'm super international, as you can see from my name. And that's why I chose this background, because I couldn't choose, because I come from a lot of places. So I couldn't choose a country or a flag. So I'm like, you know what? This is how much more international can it get? For International University. Yeah, I've been going to international schools my whole life. Like went to an international American school in elementary, international British school in high school. And of course, then I went to, Florida International University.
Hey!
Woo!
And what I love about international schools is that you meet a lot of different nationalities and you start learning different things from the different nationalities. You know what I mean? And like, for example, now there's a lot of people who don't want to wear masks, and that's okay, that's your choice, right? But I like to learn from the nationalities that know about certain things. So when it comes to masks, I like to copy from my Chinese friends or my Indian friends, because that's how I graduated from business school. It seems like a more the smarter decision. See, if you're gonna copy Americans, you should copy they'll teach you things like how to chug a keg of beer, or how to dress sexy for Halloween. Those are American things. It's true. But when it comes to masks, go Asian. Yeah. Also about international schools, if you're hungry, go home with the hairy kids, okay? Because you got Lebanese, you got Southern Italian, you got Greek. I mean, you might be traumatized from hanging out with their emotionally unstable family, but the food is worth it. Trust me, because I'm one of those hairy kids, bro. Yes, I am an Arab Latino. Woo! Yes, I was waiting for a woo or something. Oh my God. You might be asking, what the hell is an Arab Latino? What, you're gonna bomb us and then help us clean up? That doesn't make sense. No, an Arab Latino is like Shakira. Y'all know Shakira?
Woo!
Yes, we like her. Well, some of us, because some don't like her because she ruined the Super Bowl for them. That's another thing. Anyways, Shakira is Lebanese Colombian, so she can sing, she can dance, she is beloved, I'm Guatemalan Palestinian, so I can complain. Yeah. We don't like borders much. No, we don't. Um, but being Arab is it's okay. It's tough. Being Palestinian is tougher, of course. Um, I get confused for Muslim all the time. No, I'm not a Muslim Arab. I come from a Christian family. Why, you might say, a Christian Arab family? How did that happen? People are like, what the hell? People like, your family converted into Christianity? I'm like, no, Jesus is a Palestinian Jew. But I know people are not ready to deal with that kind of information. So I just be like, hey, salam alaikum. You know, don't correct me. Keep it rolling. Happy Ramadan, y'all, whenever it is. Anyways, I'm a bitchy atheist anyways. You know what I mean? Like, okay. My mother is Sicilian. Yes.
Yeah.
I was in a good mood that day. Yeah. I wasn't angry enough. Yeah, Sicilians. Hey, everyone loves Italy, but everyone loves the fashionable, skinny Italians from the north with the fashions. You know what I mean? We're the short ones that eat our emotions because we have anger issues. It's not the same. It's not the same. And of course, my immigrant family chose to settle in the beautiful place called Guatemala.
Woo!
Yes, where the people are bien mala. No, I'm kidding. They're not mala. We're mala like in bad, like in a Michael Jackson. Okay, no, not a Michael Jackson kind of way. Sorry, that's been canceled. Sorry, no joke about Michael Jackson. Anyways, I am Guatemalan, and no, it's not mala. It's not even a Spanish word. It's a Mayan word. We're top in a lot of things. You know, a lot of people talk shit about us. You know, a certain leader out there says we're a shithole. Excuse the word. I know this is an educational show, but you know, if he can say it, I can say it. And we're not a shithole, okay? We're the center of the Mayan world. The biggest pyramid in the world was just discovered in Guatemala.
Yeah.
Yeah, step down, Egypt. There's a new queen. A new queen in town. And yeah, I know, we're amazing, bro. We're amazing. We have the #1 coffee in the world. Mm-hmm. The #1 chocolate in the world. That's right. But also, we're the #1 most undesirable immigrants in this country. Yes, thank you.
Yes.
We're so proud. You know how many undesirable immigrants there are? The entire southern hemisphere of the planet is undesirable. And we're #1. Yes, you were saying, look, fact checkers, you're like, no, #1 is Mexico. No, Mexico's #1 because of numbers. Okay, Guatemala is undesirable because of merit. All right, we're #1. Yeah, but yeah, awesome. What else? What else can I tell you about me? I'm a realtor. Yay! Yeah, yeah. You know, those lovely people we all love and respect. And
Yeah.
you know? Being a realtor in Miami is like being an actor in LA, you know? Everyone is a realtor. There's lots of aspirations, okay? But let me just tell you, there's only one Leonardo DiCaprio. It's kind of the same in the real estate world, okay? The rest are a bunch of losers. That was mean. That was me. But that's what the industry's like, okay? It's cutthroat. And being a realtor is cool. Yeah, the worst part is that you're replaceable, you know? Like, every few years, your client's primo gets a license, and it's like, listen, we're gonna go with him now. Like, screw my 10 years of experience. You know? Screw my master's in international real estate from F.I.U.
Woo!
We're just gonna go with el primo, you know, help him out. Everyone has a license. The dog has a license. He'd be selling like dog houses everywhere. Yeah. Super expensive too. But yeah, that's me. That's Tarek. I'll leave you with this. You know, in real estate, they say you are what you sell, right? And recently, I have work to do because recently all I've been selling is like renovations, you know, need of some major TLC, you know, bring all offers considered. You know, because I got broken up right before the quarantine. I got dumped, okay? Because I'm cute, but I'm not quarantine cute. You know what I mean?
Uh,
Anyways, thank you for having me, F.I.U. My name is Tarek.
Woo!
Follow me on Instagram, Tarek in Miami. Watch me on the Villain Theater. I love you. Mwah.
Give it up for Tarek Turjuman.
Yeah.
So sexy. He's one of my favorite bears I've ever met. You know, dating during quarantine is a little tough, you know? I was talking to this guy, but he's just too skinny, you know? And I was like, either you have to get skinnier or you have to get fatter or I have to get skinnier. So it's like, you definitely have to get fatter because I'm not going to get any skinnier. That's the quarantine mood. Okay, so let's bring up the next person. Actually, before we bring up the next person, we're gonna show a little video. Yeah, this is the best PowerPoint presentation you've ever seen. Hit the video, Peter, let's go.
Villain Theater is reopening its doors after 7 months. We'll be following strict COVID-19 protocols to keep you safe. We'll have temperature checks at the door and sanitizing stations readily available. You can still buy drinks and villain merchandise at our concession stand. Wearing a mask will be required throughout the duration of your experience. Patrons will be assigned a numbered table. And we'll keep 6 feet apart all night. We're ready to reopen in a safe and socially distanced way.
Oh my God. That was really good ASMR. I wonder who that was with the voiceover. It was me. I'm totally full of myself. But yeah, that's our reopening video. So we're reopening in a safe way. We're not going to get anybody sick at our theater, you know? We're all Hispanics here, so half of our blood is fabuloso anyway. But come check out Villain Theater. We are a intimate comedy theater in Little Haiti. We do improv, sketch, stand-up, a bunch of different stuff. For now, we're gonna stick to just Saturday nights at Villain Theater with some stand-up. See what happens with Remdesivir. If it works, then we're gonna do improv again. But for now, we're gonna stick to stand-up. You can check out more information at villaintheater.com and support live local comedy, even during a pandemic. We've got plenty of space, lots of face masks, gloves, hand sanitizing stations. It's all perfect. So let's bring out our next comedian. She's one of my very best friends. She's the musical director at Villain Theater, and she's pretty much a Renaissance woman. Let's bring out Priscilla Blanco.
Yeah!
She's here.
Yeah. Hey, how's it going? Thank you, Villain Theater, and thank you, the F.I.U. Alumni Association, for having us out here. It's been a while. I actually haven't visited the campus in a minute, so I'm pretty sure things have changed and improved, which is awesome. But I went to FIU for music education. I went there for my undergrad and my graduate studies as well. And I love sharing the gift of music. I love being able to get people to play music, to sing, to do all that kind of stuff. And I think it's because it really just opens you up to seeing the world in a different way. And I say this particularly because I used to be a Jehovah's Witness. Thank you, Sister Santos. I see you out there.
Yes, Sister Priscilla.
Yeah, so I was born into it, so I basically had no choice but to just live through it. And then, you know, at the point where I got over it, I was like, bye. But basically, we're the peeps who just knock on your door in the morning, and then you're like, Margarita, sal de ahí. Do not open the door, girl. No, no. They're still there. They're still there. Yeah, we're those people who are knocking on your door. They not opening the door. But you know, it was definitely an experience because I got to meet all sorts of people and have to talk to basic strangers at the age of 9, you know, and you like see some crazy stuff. But at the same time, you know, growing up in the religion is it's a different kind of mindset because you can't celebrate Christmas. Halloween, no holidays really.
It sucks.
Yeah, it really does. Um, no birthdays. Even though at school I was like, Jehovah didn't say anything about chocolate cake, so you have to like find your way out here and there wherever you can. You couldn't watch scary movies. Literally, like I'm there like watching something. My mom's like, "Hey, that's demonic. Turn that off right now." Mom, it's literally Casper the Friendly Ghost. Like it's demonic. I'm telling you. I'm like, all right. Also politically neutral. Yeah, Jehovah's Witnesses do not partake in having conversations about politics or anything like that because the belief is that only God's kingdom really is going to solve what's going on earth. So, everybody has their own perspective. And also the biggest thing that just like didn't sit well with me was that homosexuality is viewed as a sin within the Jehovah's Witness religion. But there was a little raging lesbian inside of me that just
Yeah.
I had to come out, bro. And it's kind of crazy because once you do come out, you're like, whew, I can be honest. That was hard. But that's how it started. This is how it's going. Okay. And music definitely helped kind of open that door up. As a result of being involved with different ensembles and like doing theater and all that, I ended up meeting people from all over the place and people who have different beliefs and all that. But the biggest thing that I discovered was musical theater. Yes. And if me owning two cats wasn't enough proof that I'm gay AF, then Broadway is just like the icing on the cake, all right? And it's a rainbow, okay? It's a rainbow cake. It has sparklers, and then like at the end, when you slice into it, glitter pops out. Yeah, that's the kind of cake I want. But it's fun to be able to finally be yourself around people that also embrace who you are. Sometimes I'm like, you know what? I wonder like in the world of politics, like why people can't see that, how music helped me kind of see the world in a new way. Why can't that happen? Like, in just like the world, period, right? And like a few weeks ago, for example, two Supreme Court justices, Thomas Clarence and Samuel Alito, they basically were like, no, we're not going to hear this case. It was a case about this ex-secretary of the state of Kentucky who denied a marriage license to an LGBT couple. And they were basically saying that the 2015 legalization of marriage is painting religious people as fanatics. And I was like, what? What? Seriously? Seriously? Like, how can you tell me that, like, me standing Britney is gonna tell someone that like, no, you're a fanatic, or like, or like if I watch the L Word, come on, like, are you kidding me? Come on. But according to the American Psychological Association, actually, it's interesting to see that when you are comparing heterosexual couples and gay couples, they found that the interactions between conversations that had to deal with sensitive issues and also some more mundane issues, usually the homosexual couples ended up having a little bit more success. And they found that the reason is because of their fighting style. Oh yeah, yep. Their fighting style. I was like, yeah, bitch, we can be petty AF, all right? So, like, absolutely, we can be super petty, but at the same time, when we bring in a little bit of lightness into it, and we get to actually talk about the issues without necessarily being competitive. And yeah, this was not me saying this. This is the study. And I was like, wow, bro, why can't we make this happen for America? So I think at the end of the day, our flag really should be something more like this. And I think that if America was a little bit more musically inclined, we'd be in a way better place. But anyway, I hope that you guys have a great night, and that's my time. Have a great y'all.
Ah.
Ah, ¡Qué emoción! That's my girl. That's Priscilla Blanco, bro. Check out our SoundCloud. We're all over SoundCloud. We have a bunch of different names because we can't focus on one project. But check that out. You know, my mom wouldn't let me watch Casper either. And I actually came out for like a split second. I came out in the Walter Mercado documentary that came out.
Yes.
And I was like, Mom, let's watch it. Let's watch it. Like, I came out of it. And she was like this the whole time, like not looking at the screen because Walter Mercado is demonic.
Oh.
So she didn't care at all that I was literally a celebrity. Like, I can't deal with it. Whatever. Let's move on with the laughter because there's a lot to cry about. All right, this next chick is a baddie. She's celebrating her Independence Day today, so it's an incredible time to meet this chick. Let's give it up for Stephanie Casanova.
Woo!
Break a leg.
Yeah.
Thank you. Hello, everybody. Hi. I'm so excited to be here. I'm honored that the FIU Young Alumni is having us on tonight. This is so exciting. I haven't stepped foot in FIU in quite some time. It's been a while, almost as long as we've been in this quarantine, it feels like, which is forever, right? God, and I don't know about you guys, but it's been a lonely little quarantine for me. It really has. Like, the single people have been struggling. Okay. I know the couples are having their own time, but us single people too are struggling for real. And for me, you know, in the beginning of quarantine, I was like still trying to put myself out there, right? Like, you know, talking the dating apps and stuff. But I think the hardest part was like keeping these guys interested, right? Like, they were just dropping like flies. And I couldn't understand, you know? And I guess maybe it's because like these conversations are going from days to like weeks at this point, right? Which is pretty intense. Like, you know, usually if you use a dating app, you meet somebody, talk for a couple of days, and then you meet in person, right? And hope that they're not a murderer, right? But now these conversations are going from days to weeks. They are lasting long, right? And they're going from like flirty to like, oh, what's your favorite color? To like, so when did you realize that you hated your mother? Like, kind of dark. It is kind of dark. And at one point I was playing therapist with like 4 or 5 guys at one point. And there was this guy that I really liked, right? I thought we had hit it off. We had been talking for a week. And he comes to me one day, he's like, you know, I haven't been feeling well. I've been coughing a lot. He puts cough, cough in our text. And I was like, ooh, that can't be good. He's like, yeah, I'm going to go get tested. I'm like, okay, you do that. He comes back the next day. He's like, yep, I got the Rona. I was like, oh my God. In an hour, he was dead. He put I'm dead in our text. I was like, this is crazy. Like, young people are dying, guys. This is serious. This is. You know, I quickly realized what was going on. Basically, the coronavirus is the new ghosting, people. That's what it is. And at that moment, I had been ghosted during the apocalypse. Like, that can't be good. That cannot be good, right? And, you know, already, like, I'm 32, so I'm already at an age where I'm like, oh my God, I'm never going to meet anybody, right? I'm going to die alone. But in that moment, I was like, oh my God, I might seriously die alone because of COVID. Like, it's getting real over here. It's getting real. But, you know, too, the more that I thought about it, I was like, wait a second. If this guy would rather fake his own death than speak to a woman for more than a week, like, I don't know. That's a little extreme. Like, that seems like a personal issue, right? It's not me, you know? I think it's the effort, right? He just didn't want to put in the effort to answer my super personal questions, is what I think it was. Which sucks because, you know, in real life, I put in a lot of effort into relationships, right? And I expect it back, you know? Like, I actually really like when a guy, like, lays it on thick, you know? Like, my love languages are physical touch and stalking. It's not me stalking them because that would be weird, you know. No, I just want to be like somebody's like unhealthy obsession, right? Kind of romantic if you think about it. Kind of is. I don't know, right? I think you kind of just have to like spice it up a little bit, right? You know, I think that when like both people in the relationship are both mentally stable, like, ugh, it's such a bore. It's like a snooze fest. No thanks. Like, you gotta keep them on their toes, right? Gotta give them the old razzle dazzle every now and again, I think. Maybe that's just me. Like, maybe I'm just like a messed up person. Maybe. I don't know. Like, I'm a child of divorce. That tends to mess people up, right? But you know, I'm not like ashamed of it. Like, my name is Stephanie, and I'm a child of divorce. Like, I can say it. I sound like I'm in an AA meeting, right? But there are some similarities. Like, instead of being addicted to drugs and alcohol, I'm addicted to love and attention. And the comedy, right? It's true. But yeah, my parents got divorced when I was really young. And, you know, one of the most vivid memories that I have of my dad, and this is like my main male figure, okay, in my life, is right when they got divorced, my dad sat me and my sister down and he's like, okay, girls, now that we're not together, right, now that we're going through this divorce, now, you know, a couple things are going to change, right? Now when we go out, instead of calling me dad, you're going to call me Uncle George.
Woof. Wow.
And I was like, what? He's like, yeah, you know, just try it out, right? See how it feels. And even as a 6-year-old, I remember thinking, like, you're messed up. This is messed up. A little bit. But that was my dad for you. Like, he always had like a way of saying the wrong thing at the wrong time. He really did. He called this his Casanova charm. Yeah, which is interesting. But in case you guys didn't know, Casanova is like a Latin lover, famous, Italian lover, I think it is, even though I'm Latina. But it's a lot to live up to. It is. And my dad was like definitely a ladies' man. I did not have this same like Casanova gene, you know, growing up. It came later on in life. I was actually like super awkward, ugly duckling when I was younger, if you can believe it. Yeah, I was like super skinny. I was like completely flat chested. I had braces into my first year of college, which was really fun. And I was just like, overall, like a little bit hairy is what I guess I'd say. Yeah, that's how I'd put it. And, you know, I didn't really think this was like a big deal until I'll never forget it. I was in the 5th grade and Carlos Gonzalez told my best friend Katie that he wouldn't go out with me until I was allowed to shave my legs. It's brutal, okay? It's brutal for a young lady. And I don't know if this is like every Latina mom, but my mom had a rule that we weren't allowed to shave our legs until 6th grade, okay? I don't know if that's like when you become a woman. I don't know what she was thinking. But that was her rule. So summer of 6th grade comes and I'm like, Mom, you promised, right? We're going to get to shave our legs. I'm going to do this. She's like, yes, you can shave your legs, but you can only shave from your knees down. I was like, what the hell kind of rules are these? You know, like, what are you doing to me? I don't know if she thought like maybe if my whole leg was smooth, like somebody would like go up there. I don't know what she thought, but that was the rule. So I was like, okay, fine. I will play this little game of yours and I will meet you halfway. I will shave half my leg. So the night before 6th grade comes and I'm like, okay, this is going to be a game changer, right? This is it. And it was just so much worse, guys. So much worse. Okay, because now the whole bottom part of my leg is very smooth, right? Very ladylike. But the top part is still like a hairy, like almost matted, right? Top part of my leg. Like imagine like a furry cargo short situation. It's a lot. And that's how I walked into middle school. It was a great experience. luckily in high school, I got to shave my full legs. Okay. And then into college, I was just like shaving head to toe. And I went really smoothly into college. So that was good. It really hit my stride. I got the braces off, right? I was feeling good. And I remember I was at my first college party and I'm flirting with my first college guy. And I think I'm doing a good job, right? I'm like, we're hitting it off. And he's like, I'd love to get your number, but I have to ask you, you keep doing like at the end of everything you say. And I was like, what? I keep doing what? He's like, yeah, you go like, after every sentence. Like, what is that? And I was like, oh my God. Oh my God. And at that moment, I realized, oh my God, I have become Uncle George, guys. Like, oh, so painful. So painful. But, I had to just like own it at that point. And I was like, you know what, sir? That is called the Casanova charm. Okay. That's my time. Thanks.
All right. Thank you, Stephanie. Great set. It reminded me of when I was in middle school as well, and all the trauma that comes with middle school. I think I started like tweezing my eyebrows at that point, and so I had one that was like super thin and that I immediately regretted, and one just completely bushy, and I had to go to school like that, for like a month until I grew back. Middle school is kind of like when your face is like still in Pangea, and then like you get into high school and now you're like going through the Paleolithic and the Paleozoic and then the Mesozoic. Whatever, I'm gonna Google it, but you know what I'm talking about. All these continents, they only came together, I think, around age 25. But what do you think, huh? Here we go. Oh my God, I'm full of myself, but somebody has to be. Let's get out our headliner for tonight. This guy has performed a villain before. Look, that's what villain looks like inside. And if you really want to see for yourself, you can come to Villain Theater in Little Haiti. We are an improv sketch and comedy, stand-up comedy theater, so check it out. But this next dude is super cool. You may have seen him in commercials around town. I think he just signed on as a Valsang representative, or was it Nyoke Barato? Either way, this guy's a shining star. Give it up for Robby Valls.
Woo! What's up? Yo, what's up, everybody? Keep it going for Villain Theater.
Yeah.
Jannelys, all the comedians you see tonight. Tarek, Priscilla, Stephanie. Keep it going. We can't hear it, but I know you guys are doing it. I'm gonna end on this. It feels good to be back in Miami. Let me tell you, it feels really good. I had been living in LA for the last 8 years. And things are so shut down over there. I'm like, I can't do it anymore. So I moved back to Miami, and I'm just happy to be back in a place where I don't have to explain to everybody where I'm from. Like I just feel more accepted here. Because when I was living in LA, everybody that met me was like, something about you, dude. Where you from? Kentucky, Missouri? No, wait, look, you're Canadian. And I'm like, no, I'm from Miami, born and raised, the son of Cuban immigrants. First one of my family born in the United States. Give it up for immigrants. Yes.
Yes. Woo!
Thank you. Oh my God, I love that reaction. Here's the thing about California is that I thought it was really liberal and progressive. But then I did a show outside of LA in Bakersfield. And for those of you that don't know about Bakersfield, California, it is very flat. So I did the show there, and I did that same line. I'm like, I'm the son of Cuban immigrants. Give it up for immigrants. And it was like silence. And some white lady in the back was like, boo! And I've never sold out my people faster. Never. I was like, you're right. The immigrants are terrible. Build the wall. I don't care. You're right. But I love, let me tell you, I love being from Miami. We take this city for granted. This is a wonderful city, a huge melting pot of cultures, and I love it. I love repping my culture. Like when I was out in LA and I'd go out dancing, it didn't matter where I was at, what club, what was playing, I was dancing merengue, right? I'd go out to the clubs and you'd hear, and I was like, because all I hear in my head is suavemente, besame, Te quiero sentir tus labios besándome otra vez suave. Bro, that song rides.
The banger.
You play that song around any Latinos at any party or wedding, and they're instantly like, oh, vámonos, let's go. It's good. It's good. Guys, I haven't done a Zoom show in a really long time. It's been a couple months, so I don't know how this is going. I don't even hear any of you guys. If you guys are laughing, I hope you are, but I'm going to do my best, okay? That's all I can promise, you know? Did any of you guys ever get your parents to tell you that as a kid? Like your parents tell you like, hey, it's okay as long as you do your best, right? Did any of you guys get that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's bullshit, all right? We got to stop telling our kids that because nowhere as an adult does that apply, okay? You can't get into a massive car accident, come out of the vehicle and be like, oh, hey, man. Well, I did my best not to hit you, so. Why don't we put it there, Like, you can't do that. If you work at an office, your boss comes up to you, he's like, hey, John, you closed that $1 million deal this week? No, Rick, but I walked into that room and I had fun. You can't be making love to your partner, finish early, and be like, ooh, that was not my best. Here's a tale. Guys, I did my best with that joke, okay? If you didn't like it, I'm just doing my best, okay? Please. Moving back to Miami, I knew that I had to like find my own place to live in because when I was living in LA and I'd come back to visit, I'd stay with my mom. And my mom, like most Latina Cuban women, they're taking care of their elders. So my mom is taking care of like my 93-year-old senile, half-deaf abuela, who is such a peach. It's such a mango, if you really want to get technical. So like, when I would come back to Miami, I want to go out and experience the nightlife because I used to work in nightlife out here and I love what the city has to offer. So I'd go out and I'm on vacation, right? So I go out, I'd party, I'd come back home like at 5, 6 in the morning. All I want to do is sleep in. But my beautiful abuela would knock on my door 6 in the morning like, Robby, ¿tú quieres café? And I'm like, no, abuela, no quiero café, quiero dormir. I just want to go to sleep. Please, I don't want any coffee. And she'd be like, ay, okay. Kid you not. 30 minutes later, she'd be like, Robby! And the thing is that she knocks and enters. It's like, why are you knocking if you're just going to enter anyways? Like, but 30 minutes later, she's like, Robby, te hice café y te dejé en la cocina, right? I made you coffee, I left it in the kitchen. And I'm like, abuela, no quiero café, por favor. I don't want any coffee, thank you. I just want to sleep, please leave me alone. And she's like, ay, bueno, okay. Okay. I kid you not. I'm not making this up, man. 30 minutes later, my abuela, once again, Robby, oye, te hice café y no te lo tomaste, pero es una falta de respeto, de verdad. Okay? Tenemos la familia todo para tomar café y ¿dónde estás tú? And I'm like, abuela! So you know what I did to fix that problem? I just started sleeping naked. Just no covers, just, flat out, spread out.
Oh.
She came in the next morning, she's like, Dios mío, no puedo! Dios Santa María me lo sucio. And that's how I fixed that problem. So I knew I had to move into my own place, Did any of you guys take Spanish in high school?
Yeah.
Yep, me too. Did any of you guys actually study for that class? No, right? It was like a GPA booster. Like we didn't have to do anything for that class. But me, in high school, I went to Varela. I walked into that class day one. I looked right at my Spanish teacher and I was like, hi, Miss Garcia. Oh, Garcia. Oh, it's Garcia? Oh, Spanish. Who knew, I'd see her in the halls and I'd be like, Miss, what'd you have for lunch today? The frijoles? You like frijoles negro or frijoles colorados? Which ones? He hated me, yo. And I kept that going the entire semester. And then on the last week of school, I walked up to her and I was like, Miss, I read the whole book over the weekend. Tell me what you think. Cultivo una rosa blanca. En junio como en enero. Para mi amigo sincero, yo, my Spanish teacher was like, este gringo, Santa María, madre de Dios, te lo juro para su madre que estoy pasando con este muchacho. Got her good. I'm a dork, guys. I don't know if you guys, are aware of that. I'm a dork, but I look like a douchebag. I look like a frat boy. I look like the type of guy that's just like disrespecting women left and right. And it's very confusing for people when they first meet me. They don't know how to take me in, Like I'll go out with my guy friends, right? We'll go out to a bar, and one of them will come up to me and he'll be like, "Yo, Robby, that girl over there, she's staring at you." And I'll be like, "I know, it's kind of rude." And then he's like, "No, man, you should go up to her and say something." And I'm like, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. I'm not gonna say anything. And then he's like, "No, man, it doesn't matter what you say. You just got to be true to yourself." Which is another lie, because it matters what you says. It matters what you say. But anyways, in that moment, I'm like, okay, be true to myself, be true to myself, be true to myself, be true to myself. I'm just going to go be true to myself. Hey, so you eat fruit? How about the earth, huh? It's pretty crazy. Listen, I'm going to be true to myself. I would like to have sex with you later. I don't know if that's, no? Okay, I'm so sorry. I'll be over there if you guys need me. I just, how'd it go, Robby? It went terrible. I'm never being true to myself again. I'm not sure if I'm going over time or have the light, but I'm going to do one more.
Do your thing.
Who here has watched Star Wars?
Woo!
In Spanish.
Yeah.
In
I kid you not, best version of the movie, yo. Y'all gotta look this up after the show. Trust me, okay? Because in that version of the movie, they say things like, "Han Solo, ¿dónde está el Millennium Falcon?" And I'm like, why you yelling, man? Like the English actor on screen is like, "Han Solo, where's the Millennium Falcon?" Mm-hmm. Well, that Spanish actor they get to do the voiceover, that dude's walking into the studio like, "This is my moment. Han Solo!" I love it because they also say things in that movie like, "Tú eres un Jedi," right? "Tenemos que usar el Force." And my favorite is, "Luke, soy tu papi." It's good. Look that up. But that's my time, y'all. Thank you so much. I hope you all enjoyed the show. Thank you for having me as your headliner. I'm still true to my F.I.U. alumni roots. I love F.I.U. was amazing. I loved it. Thank you to you all.
Yay, Robby! Great job, Robby. Qué lindo el niño con su pelo largo. Ay. We're all Hispanics here, I know, but shout out to everybody who's watching at home. Thank you so much for supporting this event. Let's bring out our special lady, Chelsea Melendez. Get out here, girl. She's shy, but she's so cute. Look at those little cheeks. Chelsea, tell people how they can follow FIU alumni and stay connected.
So first and foremost, before I give you guys a little Instagram sesh, but really, I want to take an opportunity to thank all of our comedians tonight. Thank you so much, Valentiner, for putting this all together with us. We want to thank Peter. He's in our back room and they're doing all the amazing production. So shout out to Peter. Again, reach out to us. We want to just thank you for joining us tonight. You can please follow us at the FIU Young Alumni Network social media channel. So we're going to put that up. It's actually up here, down here, right? Yeah. FIU Young Alumni. Oh, and we also have our Villain Theater. So please feel free to check us out on Instagram and social media and connect with us and stay tuned because next year we'll have maybe in-person events. Ooh. But again, we are really happy and thankful for this amazing opportunity. And thank you so much, Jannelys, for taking the time to do this with us.
Thank you so much. I'm going to cry. Let's bring out all of our talent. Get over here. Show your beautiful faces. This is what FIU has to offer. All of these people went to FIU, and we're so happy to represent FIU for this night. So thank you all for joining us. And did Leo and Krista want to come out? I know that they were trying to get on.
They were having a little technical difficulties.
Shout out to Leo and Krista. Shout out to Leo and Krista. They were going to pop on, but, you know, Zoom is a whole different animal. So we thank all of our viewers tonight and follow us on these handles. Have a great night.
Good night, everybody.
Bye.